In the event of an emergency evacuation, please follow these guidelines. If you are seated in the lower rows of level 100, please walk down the stairs to the floor, proceed through the nearest portal, and exit the building. For the upper rows of level 100, walk up the stairs to the concourse and exit through the nearest doors. Those seated in 200, 300, or loge seating, walk downstairs to the concourse to exit through the nearest doors. Elevators will not be in service, but event staff will be available to guide and assist you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome to Thompson-Boling Arena and the College of Architecture and Design commencement exercises. This day does represent a milestone accomplishment in the lives of our students. Please remember that this is a formal academic ceremony and appropriate decorum is expected. Be respectful throughout the ceremony and remember that the focus of the day is on our graduates. And graduates, you are asked to remain seated during the ceremony and return to your seats after you have crossed the stage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand for the academic procession. This procession includes the graduates of the College of Architecture and Design class of 2023 and the faculty representatives led by Carrie Staples, who carries the college banner. College Dean Jason Young and University of Tennessee Knoxville Provost John Zomchek will lead the commencement stage party that includes our guest speaker, Michael Hendricks, our honored guests, and members of the college administration. Please remain standing as you are able as we begin today's ceremonies with the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and let's all join Staley Clark in singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Staley Clark is accompanied by members of the string quartet Mason Crowder, Selena Fang, Julienne Riviere, and Stephen Arthur.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the
Please be seated. Hello, good afternoon. I'm Jason Young, Dean of the College of Architecture and Design. Welcome and congratulations to every one of us in this room here together who has it better than us right now. I couldn't be happier to be part of one of the coolest, most amazing, and truly spectacular moments in the lives of those whose university degree will be conferred here, and in the lives of those whose sacrifices and commitments have made a university education possible, and in the lives of all of us who specifically know these amazing young people seated on the floor of Thompson-Boling Arena. It's truly an immense honor to be here with all of you to celebrate this accomplishment. I've been looking forward to sharing some thoughts as a way to get our commencement ceremony underway. Every year around this time, I think about the complex project of getting an education. I think about everything that factors into what the university does to help build up and launch the careers of its graduates. The College of Architecture and Design has provided a surge of inspiration at a time when it is most formative to do so. The faculty and staff have nurtured but also challenged these graduates in their time here. We've given them access to the histories and theories of their disciplines. We've provided professional competencies, as well as helped to create cultural carrying capacities such that their work, their careers, will resonate with the communities in which they engage. And we've provided a relentless advocacy for mindfulness. Yes, mindfulness, and yes, a relentless advocacy for mindfulness. In his commencement address, given at Kenyon College in 2005 and later published under the title, "This is Water," the American author David Foster Wallace tells the story of two younger fish that swim past an older fish. The older fish says to the younger fish, "Morning, boys, how's the water?" The two younger fish swim on for a bit, and then one of them turns to the other and asks, "What the heck is water?" David Foster Wallace goes on to use this story to unfurl his message to those graduates. And I won't summarize the twists and turns he gets out of what starts off as a parable about the wisdom of age and experience, and ends instead less like that and more like a call for not forgetting to see and understand the obvious things that are very often taken for granted. You can find the speech through an easy Google search. But what I will do is use parts of his story to underscore what I believe to be one of the most critical missions of the College of Architecture and Design, and that is fitting and enabling young people with the capacity to anticipate change over the arc of their adult lives and through the uncertainty of their careers in the allied fields of design. These fields, defined as they are by the pulling together of a high tolerance for change and a strong project of self-reflection that allows one to see oneself clearly in moments of change. David Foster Wallace reminds us that the deepest value of any education is not so much gaining the capacity to think, but rather acquiring the choice of what to think about and exercising some control over how and when to think. He asks us to have at least a little critical awareness about ourselves and our own certainties. He asks us to not necessarily believe only what we think. We might rather think about what it takes to acquire vulnerabilities, how to become someone who is well-adjusted to the freedoms of education, one that's not only defined by its instrumentalities in the workplace, but more fully by how it transforms our own compassion and humanity. This year, just as in other years, the College of Architecture and Design has been motivated in the task of providing its students with mindfulness, a careful thoughtfulness that's defined by its own paradoxical pulling together of professional and technical competencies on the one hand, and the absolute need for intense creative imagination on the other. While some call for one side of that paradox at the expense of the other, we've mostly resisted that reduction by calling on our students to embrace the freedom of thought that dynamically brings professional competency together with empathy, curiosity, and creativity, forming a robust mindfulness of both who we are and what we want to do. As David Foster Wallace put in his graduation day rumination, this really important kind of freedom involves attention and awareness and discipline, and being able truly to care about other people and to sacrifice for them over and over in myriad ways every day. So with these thoughts, I would like to congratulate the class of 2023, wish them well as they move to the next stage of their development. Thank you, graduates, for your work. Your work matters greatly. Thank you. Thank you. In 2018, the graphic design program formally relocated from the School of Art to the College of Architecture and Design. Today is an important day as it marks the first graduation of this college's first ever BFA in graphic design cohort. Yeah. The graphic design class of 2023 is one of the most creative and interesting groups of young people I've seen in a long while. And they are also historically significant in the college. To help us celebrate this first graduating class in graphic design, we have a very special guest joining us as our commencement speaker, Michael Hendricks. Michael is a 1994 graduate of Tennessee's graphic design program and is a partner and the global design director at IDEO. IDEO is an international leader among design and innovation companies with 7 locations around the world and over 600 employees. IDEO has long been at the forefront of creating change through design. Michael has consulted with clients across a diversity of industries, including retail, home goods, education, fintech, pharma, the federal government, and IDEO itself. Concurrently, Michael is an assistant professor of business management at Berklee College of Music in Boston. Joining his love for music, design, and entrepreneurship, his first book, 2 Beats Ahead: What Musical Minds Teach Us About Innovation, a project that he co-authored with Recording Academy co-president Panos Panay, is largely based on his course at Berklee and was selected by the Financial Times as a Business Book of the Month in April 2021 and featured in Harvard Business Review's IdeaCast. Michael's career has spanned graphic design and marketing, branding, higher education, and product development. A creative fire starter, he has co-founded an after-school art program for high schoolers, a design curriculum for undergrads, a professional design club, a blockchain-based song data initiative, and 2 businesses, the last of which, Tricycle, was recognized by Businessweek, Fortune, and Smithsonian Cooper Hewitt National Design Museum as a thought leader for climate-conscious design. The company was acquired by Shaw Incorporated, a Berkshire Hathaway subsidiary, in 2017. An accomplished graphic designer, Michael has been recognized by American Graphic Design Association's publications, including One Show, Type Directors Club, Print, How, and Communication Arts, and was named as AIGA Fellow in 2008. As a public speaker, Michael often shares thoughts about his book, about IDEO, about design thinking, about the relationship between design and music. Keynotes include Wired Design, Fast Company, South by Southwest, AIGA, Fuse, How, and the Design Management Institute, among others. So super excited to have Michael here with us. So please help me welcome Michael Hendricks as our 2023 commencement speaker.
I'm so excited to be with you today. And I hope you'll tolerate some of my ideas that I want to test out in front of you. So I arrived in Knoxville in 1990. I would say I was an analog creature. And in 1994, I graduated digitally transformed. So during those 4 years, CDs overtook the sales of cassette tapes. The internet and email were launched. The graphic design program, the first 2 years, was really learning the craft by hand, pen and ink, type burnishing, something called Rubylith. In my junior year, we were introduced to our own dedicated computer lab. transferring our analog skills to a new digital craft, learning bitmap resolution and thermal transfers and floppy disks. And what I didn't realize at the time, to paraphrase Mark Andreessen, was that, quote, software was eating the world. In the graphic design industry, jobs were disappearing like today's glaciers. Sorry for that one. These are the last years of typesetters, mechanical artists, photo converters, and retouchers. And I was sitting at my newly acquired computer, unaware that it, or that I, was eating all those jobs. I was equally unaware of the new jobs that were being born. Jobs like web designer, or game designer, or the short-lived multimedia kiosk designer, which probably had about a lifespan of 4 years or so. I think today we're in a similar moment in the creative professions. The desktop publishing revolution and the internet fundamentally changed the way society communicates. And since then, we've built on those fundamentals with the proliferation of mobile apps that have unlocked new services and streaming media on demand, and it's changed our entertainment landscape. And now we have the next big generational disruptor, AI. This is bigger than desktop publishing. It's bigger than the revolution of the iPhone, which, by the way, had our calendar, mailbox, desktop computer, maps, radio, photo albums, television, musical instruments, drawing boards, and more, all in our pockets. So I'll be the first to jump to the front of the line to express I might have a little anxiety about artificial intelligence. I truly believe it's revolutionary, and of course, in the wrong hands, things could go sideways. But I also believe in AI as a new essential creative tool. And so that's the tension that I think we're gonna have to live with. We've created a tool that can take the best of everything we've done, scrape it into a soup, and deliver it back to us in a blink, on any topic, with any photo, any image, any video. Now, as a creator, this can actually be pretty helpful, or a threat. You can write essays in seconds. Surely none of you did that. I'm looking at all of you in the eye. You can illustrate concepts in minutes. As part of your creative process, it's an incredible advance. You can calculate new forms, structures, and ideas without thought. All human knowledge in the digital sphere is now the most common of ideas. And you have it at your fingertips. I think people are going to love this. They'll love writing their dating profiles and final essays with it. They're going to create expressive bio photos and illustrate their personal newsletters. But what about you, the newly graduating class of 2023? The new creative professionals? What relevance are you going to have? Will you become the typesetters and mechanical artists of my era? Or will you become something new? Now, I'm going to leave you on that cliffhanger for a second. I want to talk about the value of creative education, and Jason touched on this. You have learned fundamental craft skills, and you've learned essential design skills. You've also learned fundamental ways to think critically and innovatively. And as you go forward, you will see that these are the things that are actually going to be the most essential to you. These are the skills that will help you stay ahead of technology, or if not ahead, at least help you dance. Technology will continue to commodify our crafts, but so far it cannot invent something truly new. It is only giving us what we give it. To do the things that are truly innovative in the world, we must turn to you. Your creative, critical minds that are working in the big open space of nothing, the things that haven't been thought yet, the things that haven't been created yet. your creative minds that are problem solving for problems that we have not created yet. Now, I'm from here, East Tennessee. I grew up in Johnson City. I went to college at UT, as you heard. I spent the first 15 years of my career in Chattanooga. So I feel like I know something about this area and the people here, because I'm part of it. And I want to be honest about it. Tennessee is far from the heartbeat of entertainment in Los Angeles, business in New York, manufacturing in Chicago, and it's far from the technology in San Francisco and the cultural influence of Miami, and that's okay. It's actually good. We have a character created from the ingenuity to do things ourselves, to make our own fun, to fix what's broken, and to try new solutions. And this is also creative problem solving. It's what I heard John Maida once call critical making. And I think it's a valuable asset to getting an education at UT. Now, I'm not downplaying any of the amazing, significant technological resources I've experienced or witnessed here on campus, accomplished professors, and new ideas that have come from UT itself. I've been impressed with what I've seen. And I just want to remind you that these things are all what schools strive for. But what we have as individuals is deeper, and in fact, is a character and a mindset that makes all of those things possible. So who will be the designers, architects, and creators that think and make critically, using these new technologies, including AI, to solve problems big and small, to create new-to-the-world experiences, to delight and surprise us? Using these technologies to address pressing social and climate issues? It'll be you, class of 2023. It is you. I didn't graduate from UT thinking I'd be at a top design firm. I left thinking about where I was going to work, who I was going to marry, where I was going to live. You know, the basic human needs. I didn't have grand-sized goals, but there was one thing that did remain true. I had a fire in me to be a designer, and an insatiable desire to create and to explore, to ask questions. And I had my DIY Tennessee upbringing, that character fueling my higher education, the degree I got here, that pushed me into new creative spaces. That fire has burned hot for my entire career. Now I'm going to say a cliche that you've heard many times before. Don't let your education end today. But I'm going to tell you why. If you find success in the future, it will be because of your commitment to continued learning, to that curiosity that I mentioned, and to responding to the world with your imagination. The underpinning of AI is that it is always learning. That is a human trait that we have given it, and a trait that we must continue to value and pursue ourselves. You're going into the unknown. Technology is eating old opportunities and building new ones. But your creativity is your future. You've invested in it. You've worked hard to develop it. And now you get to apply it. You are best equipped for this new era. So I congratulate you for sticking with it. And I know your grit, your commitment, your ingenuity, your creativity will take you far in this world, the new world that you are going to design. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Michael. It's now my pleasure to introduce this year's student speaker. Channing Curtis is from Should I say his name again? Channing Curtis is from Knoxville, Tennessee, and is graduating today from our 3-year Master of Architecture program. After today, Channing will be a 2-time graduate of the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. He has a previous degree in journalism and electronic media. Throughout his graduate student career, Channing has been working as a graphic designer for Tennessee Athletics, serving as the graduate assistant for 151 Creative, the in-house creative team there. The opportunity to immerse himself in design was a huge reason that he returned to the University of Tennessee. Tennessee architecture's unique approach to design and the practice of practice is what drew Channing to the program. His classmates have nominated him to speak on their behalf, and I'm happy to invite Channing to the podium to make his address.
Class of 2023, if we were to sit here today and reflect on the past 3 to 6, for some of you, years, it would be difficult to adequately describe it, so we'll just say this. There has been, in short, nothing like it. To quote Lee Korb, just kidding, your education's brought you more than enough of that, so I'll spare you this last time. It would be really easy to talk about the challenges we faced over the course of our time here, but these challenges have given you a versatile set of tools and a unique approach to life. This group, you all, has met adversity with a resiliency that is unmatched. You've approached difficult times with a willingness to embrace that difficulty and those circumstances head on, to opt toward collaboration and innovative solutions in the face of uncertainty. We're leaving here with the ability to make the world a better place through design, compassion, and a desire to do the right thing. You're all pivotal players in the advancement of architecture and design. Key players in the futures of sustainability, equitable and empathetic design, and the further diversification of the profession and the outcomes of it. You all will enhance the human experience. Friends, faculty, and family, you have provided a framework that has fostered growth, given unwavering support, and have played a huge role in this experience for everybody. It goes without saying that that support has provided a foundation that led to this moment for many of us. Your peers have likely become some of your best friends. This cohort is one of the most vibrant, exciting, and driven groups of people I've ever had the pleasure of being a part of. You all are talented, your work is inspiring, and the opportunity to engage with you all daily at both a personal and intellectual level has been one of the most rewarding parts of this experience. Regardless of what lies ahead, know the value that your network has brought to you and continue to pour into those relationships. As each of you embark on your next journey, bring with you the friends, the relationships, and the values that you've all fostered together. So, all of that is to say, let's celebrate this moment. It is one that has, for many of you, been a long time coming and the culmination of years of hard work. Move forward from here with purpose, with confidence, and the unshakable belief that you not only have the power to make a difference, but will be that difference. As you leave the University of Tennessee, use your talents, to continue to work thoughtfully, continue making a positive impact on the world. The future's bright, and you all are going to shape it. Thank you.
Thank you, Channing. Well done. Today, our graduates will be introduced individually. Our students have worked hard to earn their degrees. I ask that you be patient as we recognize each graduate. Graduates, the ushers will direct you to the stage where you will be introduced. Once you have crossed the stage and had your photo taken, please return to your seats. The official degree conferral will take place once all the names graduating today have been called. I would like to introduce Sarah Lowe, the director of the School of Design.
Thank you, Jason. I'd like to ask the Bachelor of Fine Arts and Graphic Design students to proceed towards the stage and ask everyone to please hold applause until the last of the graduates have crossed the stage.
Jacob Thomas Hirschman. Avery Lee Jones. Kaylee Marie Keir. Matthew William Reitzel. Gabriel Haynes Eckstein. Ashley Elise Williams. Kennedy Lane Davis. Gianna Miche Aquila Davis. Julie Ann Simpson. Jua M. Abigail Ramirez Lares. Victoria Lee Wheelock. Jacqueline LaPrairie Junot. Henry Tanner Dunning. Howard Ishmael Mosby III. Leah Elizabeth Phelan.
Please congratulate all our graduates receiving a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design.
Okay, yes. Congratulations, class of 2023, graphic design. We will now move to the hooding portion of the ceremony, where we will again celebrate each graduate. The hooding ceremony is divided into 5 sections, each part representing our degree programs. Each degree program will be invited to the stage by their school director to be hooded. We ask everyone to please hold your applause until after each group has been through that process. We will start with the Bachelor of Science in Interior Architecture. So I'll invite to the podium Milagro Zingoni, Director of our School of Interior Architecture.
Thank you, Jason. I would like to ask the Bachelor of Science in Interior Architecture students to proceed towards the stage. Would everyone please hold their applause until the last of the interior architecture graduates has been hooded.
Catherine Barlow Taylor. Alexandra May LaPerche. Kara Joan Joffrey. Sydney Taylor McMullen. Sophie Nicole Carlson. Samantha Geely Avila. Paige Turner. Anne Grace Calhoun. Lily Mary Elizabeth Loveday. Kaylee Carden Powers. Lily Marie Tigner. Elizabeth Walker. James Michael Svoboda III. Miriam Zara Sietkar. Abigail Lauren Pilcher. Catherine Lee Gilstorf. Faith Elizabeth Stevenson. Maria Cecilia Ornelas Gutierrez. Ashley Barrett Taylor. Annika Marissa Jones. Rachel Olivia Miller. Molly Martin Brown. Zachary W. Goad. Jack Anthony Lydon. Lydia Grace Phillips. Carly Elaine Almaraz. Delaney Mathis O'Brien. Hani Samir Hamarna. Ariana Lynn Shaw.
Please congratulate all of our graduates receiving a Bachelor of Science in Interior Architecture. I would now like to introduce Carlos Trito, our new director of our School of Architecture.
Thank you, Milagros. I'd like to ask the Bachelor of Architecture students to proceed toward the stage. Would everyone please hold their applause until the last Bachelor of Architecture graduates have been hooded?
Yushan Lee. William Jackson Motley. Porter Stephen Isaac Dossett. Anthony Christopher Padilla. Carlos Severo Velasco Morales. Grace Maxine Madden. Caitlin Joan Smith. John Blake Spencer. Dalton Clay Lovelace. Laura Jane Miller. Sydney Rose Neff. Catherine Diane Pennington. Caitlin N. Axum. Michael Jenks. Justin Lyle Plummer. Nicholas Andrew Vanson. Nicholas Ross Williams. Zachary Thomas Bishop. John David Schumacher. Mason Hale Fry. Joshua Bryant Price. Kathleen Ozaraga Ibeo. Seth Bradley Vinson. Robert Mark Summers. Nadine Omar Ghazawi. Jacob Edward Ray Moore. Carly Marie Odell. Sophia Cool Walters. Ahmad Shahzad Ibrahim. Quinn Knock Lee. Alexandria Nerese Anderson. Shannon Marie Story. Michaela Adele Williams. Angela Chen. Langston Hayward Daly. Grant Edward Federley. Dakota Jacob Doolittle. Chloe Ann Dyer. Kayla Ritaller. Perta Basim Michael. Andrew Thomas Waters. DJ Fields. Jennifer Marie DeLiberte. Greta Marie Milberg. Grace Catherine Walker McLean. Leah Elizabeth Greenwood. Molly Ann Miller. Audrey Rose Blakely. Tyler Mason Latra. Madison Brooke Stevens. Delaney Marie Powell. Emma Catherine Hines. Lauren Sidney Shepard. Stephen James Hauser. Kinsey Thomas Johnson.
Please congratulate all the graduates who are receiving a Bachelor of Architecture. I would now like to introduce Abigail Sachs, Graduate Program Chair, to the podium.
Thank you, Carl. I would like to invite the Master of Architecture students to the stage. Would everyone please hold their applause until all the Master of Architecture graduates have been hooded.
Elizabeth Blakely Elrod. Kaylee Jeanette Kriegel. Amir Sabri El Raheb. Abigail Nicole, Van Fossen. Rachel M. Paganelli. Shyla Ann Hilkin. Autumn Anise Jones. Catherine Grace McDermott. Nicole Demira Holt. Lila Simone Horner. Megan Elizabeth Lang. Danielle Marie Lanier. Caitlin Elizabeth Turner. Dina Baker. Chris Nelson. Gabriel Laus. Abner Joaquim Figuera Bondo. Munsir Mohammed Shaikun Mohammed. Channing Curtis.
Please congratulate all of the graduates who are receiving a Master of Architecture. Okay. I'd now like to ask our dual degree candidate receiving a Master of Architecture and a Master of Landscape Architecture to proceed towards the stage. Would everyone please hold their applause until our dual degree graduate has been hooded?
Sarah Catherine Kinney.
A real warranted violation of the applause protocol.
So please congratulate our graduate who's receiving a Master of Architecture and Master of Landscape Architecture. I would now like to introduce Gail Fulton, Director of our School of Landscape Architecture. You get 2 hands.
Thanks. Thank you, Abigail.
I'd like to ask the degree candidates in landscape architecture to now proceed towards the stage. Would everyone please hold their applause until all of the landscape architecture graduates have been hooded.
Abigail Rose Ray. Sabrina Lee Collins. Alice Gabrielle Mila Irizarry. Jenna Catherine Ely. Carly Elizabeth Harland. Amber Ashley Adams. Olivia Grace Gingrich. Jade Nicole Lesher. Erica Elizabeth Gunther. Maya Snively Rourke. Nora Jacobs. Kelsey Marie Jones. Josie Jones Tunnell. Olivia Page Williams. Natalia Elise Malmstead. Evelyn Robin Vandevort. Juliana Rogers. Gabrielle Renee Howard. Lauren Taylor Urin. Christopher Carson Gensert.
Please congratulate our graduates receiving degrees in landscape architecture.
Good stuff. Congratulations, everyone. Yeah, amazing. At this time, I would like to thank the vocalists, the musicians, and interpreters for their participation at today's commencement ceremony. As the ceremony ends, all guests and graduates are asked to exit up the stairs to the concourse level. Graduates, I wish you well. Your work matters. How you do your work matters. It's a powerful thing. A lot of expectancy right now moving forward. Can't wait to see what you guys do. Go forth and be successful. And now, graduates, it's my pleasure to turn the ceremony over to Dr. John Zomchik, Provost of the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, who will confer your degrees.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure for me to be here before you this afternoon on behalf of Chancellor Dondi Plowman and all of the faculty and staff of the University of Tennessee on this very special day. Graduates, we've arrived at the part of the ceremony that you have long awaited and been looking forward to for a long time. When I confer your degrees in just a moment, acknowledging your transition from students to graduates. Undergraduates, you may move your tassel from the right to the left. This is a special moment for you to celebrate all your years of hard work and comradeship. This is indeed not only good stuff, it's great stuff. It's amazing stuff. I think we need another round of applause for our graduates, ladies and gentlemen. If you'll indulge me, before I say the magic words which confer your degrees, I want to take a moment to let our audience know what I handed each of the graduates as they marched across the stage. I handed them a keepsake, and I will say this is the only group where I worried that they would start criticizing the design of the keepsake after I handed it to them. I handed them a keepsake that I hope you will keep close by, and if you lose it, I hope you will keep the sentiment inscribed in your hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, that keepsake is the Torchbearer's Creed, one that beareth a torch, shadoweth oneself to give light to others. It's an ideal that we live by here at the University of Tennessee. It encapsulates what it means to be a volunteer, to go forth and to serve others. You've heard some wonderful words from all of the speakers today. Words about discovery, about openness, about creativity. You, this class of 2023, are especially able to go forth and take all that you've learned together and help others on the way into that brave new world, to seeing all of the challenges that you've heard talked about today. So I hope you will remember that. I hope you will return to our campus. And when you return to the campus, I hope you will take a walk by the torchbearer to remind you what makes you so special, what makes you so different. You are volunteers, and we hold you dear in our hearts. Degree candidates, please stand. Your presence today demonstrates that you have done the work and completed the requirements for your degrees. On behalf of the state of Tennessee and the Board of Trustees of the University of Tennessee, it is my honor and privilege to confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. Undergraduates, you may now flip your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates of the class of 2023. Yeah, the celebration is not quite done yet, but graduates, have a seat, please. We'll close this afternoon's ceremony, as we close all our commencement ceremonies, by singing the alma mater, this time, for many of you, the first time as alumni. After the alma mater, in my direction, we'll take a few moments to soak in your accomplishments and to celebrate. Graduates, I want to see how animated you could get. This is a small group, but I'm betting it's a lively group. I bet you can rock Thompson-Boling Arena here and let everyone know how grateful you are for this moment. Family and friends, I heard you as well, and I know you can just blast the roof off this place. So please feel free to cheer. This is a moment to celebrate, a moment to recognize all of the work that has brought us to where we are today. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the alma mater. After the celebration, the stage party will leave the stage and the ceremony will be officially concluded. Again, all guests and graduates, please exit up onto the causeway. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you for being here this afternoon, and go Vols!
On a hollow hill in Tennessee, like a beacon shining bright, the stately walls of old duty rise glorious to the sight. So here's to you, old Tennessee, our alma mater true. We pledge our love and harmony, our loyalty to you.
Thank you. Are you ready to celebrate? Are you ready? All right, let's count it down on 3. On me. 1, 2, 3.